Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Michael Musni, and I have the pleasure to work with Mr. Ivan Jetre Machat. Hello, Mr. Ivan. Welcome to my channel.
Hi everyone. Hello.
How are you today, Mr. Ivan?
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Um, I'm good also, but I'm a little nervous. But it's good to hear that you're fine and safe. So before we proceed to our interview, here's a short background about Mr. Ivan Machat. He's a professional photographer slash videographer and also the owner of JM Films. So before we start our interview, Mr. Ivan, let's do some icebreaker. Are you feeling nervous right now?
No, not at all.
Oh, hope on. So Mr. Ivan, I prepared some question here. The question I prepared is all about your profession. So Mr. Ivan, in this time of pandemic, what is your strategies to have a client?
Mm, okay. Well, actually, uh, hindi kami naghahanap ng client eh. Actually, yung client ang pumupunta sa amin. Actually, my job is about food delivery, like Food Panda here in the Philippines. Ang ina-assist namin ay mga drivers. So, tatawag lang sila kapag may concern sila sa atin or sa amin, sa company namin. Like for example, si driver nasa location na ni customer at hindi niya mahanap yung customer, tsaka lang siya tatawag sa amin para humingi ng assistance at ibibigay namin yung hinahanap niyang assistance. So, isa-solve namin yung problem.
Oh, so it's good to hear that you find strategies even in your hard times, and even if not that related in your profession, you have some strategies to cope in this situation. So for the next question, how much of an adjustment was working from today's pandemic?
Okay, well, there's a lot of adjustment, especially these difficult times in pandemic, because, for example, we have trainees in our platform right now, and they are working at home, and they are not working on site. So that's a different story. So it's a lot of adjustments to them, and especially to us, because when we have some questions or escalations, we have to ask them virtually, or we have to ask them through chats, and that is not a real-time assistance. So sometimes we're having some hard time with that when it comes to escalations or assistance, or let's say when we are training out when we are under training, we have to teach our trainees virtually through Zoom, through MS Teams and everything. So yeah, that's a lot of adjustments for me, for from us. So
So aside from adjustment, Mr. Ivan, how do you manage your day? Even it's not related about your profession or in your work, how do you manage your day?
what do you mean by how do I manage my day?
What I mean is that how do you manage your time? Um, aside from your work, what did you do in your free time?
Free time, okay. uh, what I do is I work out sometimes, and also try to eat whenever I want or wherever I want. And sometimes I try to go outside and ride my bike or bicycle. And what else? Lalaro ng games pag may free time. And actually, malaking tulong tong work from home na to kasi lahat ng oras nandito na. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-commute or whatnot. So, ayun lang naman. Yun lang yung masasagot ko sa ano.
So if I have also a free time, can I join your workout? Just kidding.
Sure, sure.
Just kidding. So now, how do you feel about an eventual return to work?
Well, I find it difficult kasi Susuot na tayo ng face mask, face shield, just just to go on site. And you have to commute if you don't have a car or if you don't have what you call this, a motorcycle. So it's very difficult to see that we're eventually working on site now, and especially financially, because you have to spend your money to commute, right? And also your time management will be affected by that. Instead of nakahiga ka lang sa kwarto, nagsi-cellphone ka muna, kailangan mo na maligo, bumangon para pumunta sa site. So, ayun ang nararamdaman ko, medyo nakakatakot. Kasi lalo na may COVID. So, i-risk mo yung buhay mo para lang magtrabaho.
But most important thing is that you need to be safe and healthy. So for the
Yeah,
last
that's right.
question, Mr. Ivan, are you ready for the last question?
Let's hear it.
So,
Let's go.
have you learned any new skills in the past few months or in this time of pandemic? What are the new skills you learned?
Actually, marami. Una na dyan ay yung time management. Mas, imbis na naglalaro lang ako mag-isa, naging productive ako ngayong pandemic. Nakakatulong ako sa kapatid ko, sa mga small businesses namin. So, yun yung isa sa mga natutunan kong skills during this pandemic. And also, I learned how to be independent in work because hindi pa kasi pandemic, medyo dependent ako.
Oh.
Malaking tulong rin at the same time tong pandemic. Marami siyang lessons sa buhay natin. At naniniwala ako sa ibang tao rin, marami rin silang natutunan at in-apply nila sa buhay nila. So, yun.
That's good to hear that you learned new skills in this time of pandemic. So, Mr. Ivan, thank you for your time. Thank you for your effort. So, that's all, Mr. Ivan. Good night.
Thank you.
Have a good day and stay safe.
Bye-bye. Night.